Thanks again, Dean. Let's code up the exploration Dean just described. First, we should use the setSeed function to make this reproducible. Running this one line of code will also allow you to see the same households in my explorations if you use the same seed number. Now let's sample 16 of the households from our yogurt dataset from yogurt ID. Notice that I'm sampling from the levels because those are all the different households that I have. I'll run the code for the sample IDs, and then I'll print out the sample IDs. There's the 16 of them. Now we can plot each purchase occasion for each of the households that we sampled. We have the time of the purchase, the price per item of the yogurt, and the number of items. Here I'm using the size parameter to add more detail to my plot. I'm passing it the all purchases variable so that way I can consider the number of items in terms of size of the point on the plot. So before I run this code, I want you to take a minute to think about what type of plot this code will produce. You may want to pause for a moment and give yourself some time to think. Now, you might also notice this new syntax here, this %in% sign. This just tells us to loop over the IDs so that way we go through and create a panel plot for each ID of our households. And here's the plot. Notice how we get panels for each of the households that we had in our sample. From these plots, we can see the variation in how often each household buys yogurt, here a lot, and here not so much. And it seems that some household purchases more quantities than others, with these larger circles indicating that here. For most of the households, the price of yogurt holds steady or tends to increase over time. Now, there are of course some exceptions, like in this household and in this household. And even here we might think that the household is using coupons to drive the price down. Now, we don't have the coupon data to associate with this buying data, but you could see how that information could be paired to this data to better understand the consumer behavior. So now let's have you do something similar. Your task is to create a similar plot and provide your own insights for another set of 16 houses. I'd like you to create a discussion post that includes your seed number in the title, and in the post you can include an image of your plot and any observations that you make. You may want to try this for a few households to get a better feel for the data in the plot. There won't be any solution video here, so we'd love to hear from you all and see you all discuss what's going on in the discussions.